Happy 2018. I hope I find you in a state of mediocre wellness, if nothing else. Very quick video around the topic of depression. Talked about it previously about anxiety and depression. I just wanted to bring up the topic because yesterday I saw a comment from a social media personality about telling depression to jog on and to do positive things today if you are feeling depressed, because everyone feels depressed from time to time. And I wanted to bring it up because it highlights a real misunderstanding around what depression actually is. To be very clear, depression and sadness are different. Everyone feels sad and down from time to time. Not everyone feels depressed, because depression is a mental illness. There are lots of reasons for it, there are lots of things that cause it, lots of symptoms with it, but it's not just being sad. If thinking happy thoughts could rid you of depression, then the suicide rates for depression would drop a lot. The number of people taking pills to help them through depression would drop quite a lot. The number of people taking CBT therapies would drop a lot. So, first things first, depression and sadness are not the same. That's not really why I wanted to do this, because the guy in question, I think, was saying it from a place of goodness and from well-meaning. New Year, Christmas are really bad times for depression, and I think he genuinely wanted to say to people, try and be happy, try and get through these things. And the comments that came with it were really interesting, because there were people with depression and people without on both sides of the fence commenting. And it was a real kind of eye-opener for me that this lack of understanding is still there, but also there is a lack of goodwill towards people who genuinely want to help but just don't understand. So you had comments ranging from, leave him alone, he's just trying to help, to, everyone gets sad from time to time, to, well, if it was just that easy, then why am I taking all these pills, and why did I try to take my life, and why do I have to go to therapy? And there are people with depression who are really laying into this guy, and there are people who don't have depression really supporting him, and vice versa. And I think that for me, what was upsetting was seeing the people with depression being so angry about it, because I don't know that it's this guy's fault. He's either not very bright or he's not very well educated on depression. And yes, it helped to perpetuate this myth that depression and sadness are the same things. But I genuinely believe that he wanted to just sort of say, there is light at the end of the tunnel. He just doesn't have the words to articulate that. And I think that it's unfair for people with depression to really go at these kind of people who actually mean well. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people out there who are just going, you're depressed, just put a happy smile on, you'll be fine, because we all know that's bollocks, that just makes it worse, and depression is an absolute bastard. And I've suffered it for years, and you're everything be going absolutely brilliantly, your life is perfect, and yet you still feel like you want to just crawl under a rock and die, and there's no reason for it. So if somebody's telling you just to tell depression to jog on, you're going to get angry, absolutely, I agree with that, don't get me wrong. But again, it highlights this lack of education for people, and I think that rather than people with depression like myself, rather than going, you're an asshole, don't say things like this, educate them. Show them the research, show them the symptoms and explain to them, take the time to educate them. Because these are the people, if they genuinely, from their heart, want to say something positive to people with depression, just having a go at them isn't going to change anything. It's just going to make them not want to help. Educate them, tell them what depression really is and what it feels like, and then explain to them that if you want to help, there are great charities that you can help, you can become a spokesperson for. There are great sort of organisations that want to help people with depression. Don't just scare them off from wanting to help by being totally negative. And I know that's easy to say. When you are in the grips of depression and somebody says, cheer up, the first thing you want to do is punch them in the throat. But try and get beyond that and try and think, I'm the expert on this because I'm going through it. Let me educate you. Let me help you understand so that you can help others who don't understand get more understanding. And that's the key to dealing with depression going forwards now in 2018, is for people to have better understanding of what depression is, so that we can avoid situations like this and we can start looking at where help can come from genuinely, but the right kind of help and the right kind of sentiments and the right kind of support for people with depression. So yeah, depression and sadness, not the same things, but just because people don't understand that doesn't instantly make them arseholes if they say the wrong thing. Try and educate them, and then if they're still an arsehole, you can't help that, you can't polish a turd. But I think this guy genuinely wanted to help. Time will tell. Till next time, do what you can, stay positive if you can. If you can't, seek help. If you want to comment down below. If you don't want to comment, have a lovely 2018, and until next time, cheers.